Hi, George here. And I've recently had a couple of questions come in about something over here in the File menu, and that's export down here. That's grayed out. Now, a lot of programs use export instead of file save as, things like that. For instance, Affinity Photo uses export. Now, inside of Photoshop Elements, export right here is saved for third-party plugins. Photoshop Elements doesn't use this. If you want to do a standard export function, what you do is you just go up here to Save As or Save for Web. And Save As is real simple. You can save or export out to any of these different file formats right down through here. If there are additional options, you'll get an additional dialog box giving you those options. So that's really all that is. It's really nothing here that's actually used inside of Photoshop Elements. It's just an available spot here for a third-party plugin if they want to use that. Now, one plugin that uses a grayed out menu option down here with Automation Tools, this one is used by the Elements Plus plugin. You find all your Elements Plus plugin options down here under Automation Tools. I don't have that installed in this version of Photoshop Elements, so I don't have that showing down here. That's also grayed out. Some things will be grayed out because you just haven't done something in the program. For instance, export creations. You can't export creations if you haven't made a creation, and I don't have any creations made for this particular project. Up here, close all. I only have one image open, so since there aren't multiple images, I can't use close all, but I do have close. Go here to the edit menu. See here we have stroke or outline selection. That's grayed out because I don't have a selection in here. I showed that recently in a different video, how to do a circle around a selection. You find the same thing frequently in other menu options. For instance, here is layer, layer content options, layer style, group layers, ungroup layers. You can't do those if you don't have multiple layers. So again, it just means that there is a step that you have to take, or you have to be at a certain point in your project for some of these things to become active. But in any case, I wouldn't worry about these. If you need them, that means you're already at that point and you will have these options available to you. If you take a look at this, most of these seem to have to do with selections. So if you're seeing a lot of grayed out options, the first thing I would look for is, do you need a selection in order to use that particular option? If you do, go ahead and make your selection and then your option will be available. Okay, so there you go. Not a big video discussion here, but it's one that does come up on occasion, and that is mostly this export option right down here. Why is that grayed out? Again, that's just because Photoshop Elements uses Save As instead of export, where some programs use export instead of Save As. It's just a different way of working. If you want to learn more about how to work with Photoshop Elements, I have a complete training course for this. My most current course covers Photoshop Elements 2026, 2025, and 2024, and I'll put a link for that at the top of the description. It's video-based and it walks you through the whole program. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click on that thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any videos in the future, and I'll see you next time.